Hello, children. A very good morning. In the previous presentation, we dealt with the solution of agricultural problems in India. Apart from it, we also discussed about the Green Revolution. Today, we are going to do subsistence farming. That is amongst the two major types of farming that is done in India. Agriculture, we all know, it's the cultivation of land for the production of food, and around about 70% of the working population in India are directly involved in agricultural activities, and these are the facts. India also ranks fifth amongst the world nation, where the total farm area is concerned, and it covers round about 180 million hectares of Indian land. It is actually dedicated towards agricultural activities, and India also received a third of the national income from the agricultural activities, and it also exports some of the major agricultural crops like tea, jute, etc. As we all know, India is a huge country with vast north south and east west extension. So it has various types of climatic condition as well as geographical condition. So farming activities that is undertaken in India is also different in different parts of the country. So the farming activities in India can be divided into two major types, that is subsistence farming and commercial farming. Subsistence farming can again be subdivided into intensive subsistence farming and primitive subsistence farming. And commercial farming can also be subdivided into extensive commercial farming, plantation farming, and mixed farming. Today, in this presentation, we are going to deal with subsistence farming and its two types, that is intensive subsistence farming and primitive subsistence farming, thoroughly. The literal meaning of the word subsistence is supporting oneself. So when agricultural activities are carried on by the farmers in order to support himself and his family, then we say that subsistence farming is being carried on. So it is practiced in densely populated regions of the world, wherever the density of population is very high, or we can say scarcity of land is there. In those places, this kind of agricultural activities are practiced, and the main purpose of this agricultural practice is to feed the farmer or support the farmer and his family. So there is obviously no surplus left after the produce is used by the farmers. The main characteristics of this kind of farming is the farms are very small, or the land holding are very small, and it is scattered. In this kind of farming activities, the farmers are very poor, so they cannot afford high yielding variety seed as well as good variety of fertilizers, and they do not have access to electricity as well as irrigational activities. When a very thorough and vigorous kind of farming activities are done by the farmers in order to support himself and his family, then we can say that intensive subsistence farming is taking place. This kind of farming activities is practiced chiefly in the overpopulated, land-hungry area of South Asia. Especially, it is practiced in India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, and Myanmar. Very small size holdings are there. That's basically because of the law of inheritance. Like a father has inherited a property and he has 5 sons, that property is again bifurcated into 5 parts. That way the size of the holding becomes very small, and it also is reflecting, the size of the holding is also reflecting on the pressure of the population on the land. That means land is being pressurized to produce for the increasing population. Farming is done intensively so that maximum amount of yield to be consumed by the family is being produced in that small plot of land. In order to get the maximum yield, different types of cropping pattern is being followed in this farm, okay, like double cropping. Two different types of crop are grown at the same time. Crop rotation, like as the first crop it matures and it gets harvested, then another crop is cultivated in that particular piece of land. And multiple cropping or different varieties of crop are grown in the same piece of land. So this kind of farming activities are produced in order to increase the yield of that particular piece of land. Since the farmers who are doing this intensive subsistence farming, they are poor. That's why they do not have the machinery, and the farm is too small to use the machinery. So human labor is used. So much human labor is required, as well as animal labor is also involved in this kind of farming activities. The farming activities, the intensive farming activity, it is actually done for the sole purpose of feeding the farmer and his family. So basically, prominence of food crop can be seen in this kind of farming activities, and there's no surplus at all in this kind of farming activities. In the ancient period, people were usually hunting and gathering food. But as they started to settle in a particular place and started doing the farming activities, it was juming and shifting cultivation that they were doing. That is why this type of agricultural activities, it is known as primitive subsistence farming. The main characteristics of the shifting cultivation is a plot of land in the forest is cleared, their agricultural activities are done. After the soil loses its fertility, then the farmers, they shift to another plot of land, clear the forest, and then do the agricultural activities. That's why also this activity, it is known as shifting cultivation, because the farmers are shifting from one area to another to do the agricultural activities. Subsistence farming, it is also known as slash and burn, as it involves cutting and burning of the trees. So when the forest is being cleared in the primitive subsistence farming, they are cutting down the trees and burning the trees, and later on, if the trees are not burned properly, then these trees are again cut down and they are left to decay, so that some kind of organic matter can be added to the soil. That's why it's also known as slash and burn kind of agricultural activities, and it is practiced in the hill region, very backward hilly region, by the tribal people who do not have any idea about the environment, and they do not know anything about the scientific way of farming. The places where this kind of agricultural activities are practiced are the hilly region of northeastern part of India, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand. Okay, these are the places where this kind of agricultural activities are practiced. And while practicing this kind of agricultural activities, very old and primitive kind of tools are being used, and the crops, they are left on their own. No fertilizers are added to it, no irrigational water is being added to it. Form of agricultural activity, it is not environment friendly at all. That's because deforestation is constantly taking place. Not only that, when the burning activity is being done, at that time lots of greenhouse gases are being released into the environment, and it is destroying the environment. The crops that can be grown in this kind of agricultural activities are cassava, manioc, yam, tapioca, millet, upland rice, and banana also is grown in the primitive subsistence farming. This is all for today, girls. We will be dealing with commercial farming and the three types of commercial farming in the next class. Till then, take care of yourself. Bye bye.